Blessed be my lovelies and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is very different from the last video. This is actually going out as a part 2, so it's along the same lines as the last video, I guess. This is part 2 of my Snowy Escape pack first look, I guess. I want to do these sort of things where I do a first look of a game pack, be it in 2 separate videos, one being gameplay and the other being build mode. So I recently just got a couple packs. I got Snowy Escape, obviously, is one of them, and like 5 other ones on sale. So here we are doing the speed build of this. I already did the gameplay of this earlier this week, if you caught that video. And so we're here in build mode. So I'm on a 20 by 15 lot. This is not the official resting place of my build idea. So this first rendition that we're seeing is a Japanese house, a Japanese style house, using the tatami mats as the placeholders, no, as the actual flooring. But this idea did not work out, mostly because transferring real life tatami mat measurements to Sims 4 game mechanics, where Sims need ample amount of room to move around, it did not translate well, and I just could not figure it out. It actually made me quite irritated, because I was like, this isn't looking how I want it to look, and I feel like I'm being very disrespectful to the history of tatami and the culture of Japan. So I decided, alright, let me do some Japanese style apartments. So that's what I did. I looked up a floor plan for the Japanese style apartments. And the one that I followed is actually specifically named, it's labeled as layout of an average apartment in the city. So I don't know what time this like what timeline this image is from. I'm trying to find the original website that I got it from. I think it was literally just a Google search, to be honest. Japanese, you can probably hear my keyboard, which is great. I love it. Japanese apartment layout. Yeah, there it is. It's an actual Google search, image search. Which it's from Pinterest. I can link down in the description of this video if you guys want to see the original floor plan that I followed. So we're just gonna chill and watch this before we get into the actual speed build of this video. So like I was saying, the tatami mats are a very distinctive aspect of They're a very distinctive aspect of the Japanese culture. Everything I say, please take it with a grain of salt, because I am not Japanese. I am not fluent in Japanese. I am not oh, that's the wrong link. And I don't know much about Japanese traditional house plans. I do know, I've always known that tatami mats have a purpose. Like they are very what is it? They're essential to a traditional Japanese house. Like they're very useful. They're used for sitting, sleeping, and walking. So it's quite important to understand the importance of tatami mats in a Japanese home. So I was using a couple websites to help me with that. So specific rooms in a Japanese house have a specific pattern. So say for like a bedroom, there is a specific pattern. A tea room is a specific pattern, and I think from there on out it gets bigger and bigger, obviously, and it's laid out in a specific way for a specific reason. So now that I've come back to the speed build, I forgot I actually sped this up a lot faster than I did the previous 2 times, but we are now onto the actual apartment layout. So I'm now following the apartment layout in the description below. And I loved it. I actually love it. Like, it was so, I don't want to say easy, but it was in the terms of layout. Like, everything has its place because that makes sense. And you know, this is here. So it was very easy to duplicate, very easy to mirror. And that's what I did. So instead of it being one apartment on this lot, we are going to move to a 30 by 20 in the Senbamachi neighborhood. We are currently in the oh boy, we are currently in the neighborhood that has the Wakabamori houses in it. Sims 4 Snowy Escape. I just want to know what the name of the neighborhoods are, so if I can just get like the wiki, that'd be great. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Here we go. World and neighborhoods. So the world is called Mount Komarebi. Oh, why is it not telling us? Okay, there's the residential homes and the rental lots. Oh my goodness. I can't find it. I'd have to actually open up my game to do it. But yeah, anyways, let me get back to this before I run out of actual speed build. So, we can look that up. But we're going, I moved this lot from the 20 by 15 in the lower right neighborhood to the middle neighborhood, Senbamachi, to the 30 by 20 there, and it's right in the middle. So I didn't go higher than 2 levels for this build, because all of the houses in that neighborhood are 2 levels high, 2 floors high. So it just felt out of place to make an apartment building like 3 or 4 levels high. I did put roof access, so there's like a way to get to the roof on the apartments, but it should be pretty easy going, I guess. So yeah, I'm just putting in the basic parts to designate each room to what it is. So basically, because I knew from the beginning what I wanted to do for the flooring and what I wanted to do for the walls, I did those relatively last. So it didn't matter what they were. I didn't change the flooring for anything because I thought if they're apartments, they're not going to make them especially custom to anything, to every single one. So yeah, I left them pretty basic. I only used base game and Snowy Escape items in this, so when it's up on the gallery, people can get it regardless if they have custom content or not. I did not want to use custom content because I wanted people to be able to use it. So here I am. I just rose I rose the rooms all one so that I can lower. I rose the whole thing up one, and then I can cut out the genkin and lower that down. So the genkin is like the entryway where you take your outside shoes off, your outside coat off, and you switch into your inside shoes and stuff like that to get in, so you don't track outside dirt into inside home, basically. And yeah, so I've laid out where the dining room and the living room go. They share a room, basically open plan with the kitchen, and then there's the hallway that connects them to the entrance, the genkin, and the bedroom on the sides there, with the bathroom right in the middle. So yeah, as I was saying, I did not put in the floorboards and the walls yet because I knew what they were going to look like. So I just left that to the end, and I put in the basic stuff for each room that are necessary, that are needed. So bathtub, sink, toilet, shower, stove, fridge, some counters, garbage bin, dining room with chairs, living room with a dresser as a sort of not a coffee table, as sort of like a the TV stand, but the TV I mounted to the wall, so there's ample space for that, for the chest of drawers to move. And so basically I built it like if I was living in that apartment, what I would want. So if I wanted to clean, I'd need to be able to get behind or underneath that chest of drawers under the TV without potentially dropping the TV. So I've mounted the TV on the wall so that the dresser chest of drawers thing is easy to move, plus that gives more storage. That's basically my mindset that I did when I went into this. It's like, this is an apartment. If somebody in real life was gonna live in this, how would they use these items and these spaces? Like, I gave each item a purpose, basically. So these bedrooms here that we're doing now, I personally think that they can be made into double bed bedrooms, so it's like a couple is living in these apartments, but I think that's the max that you can do in these apartments is 2 people. If you're gonna have a kid, you might as well get a house, because these apartments are not made for families. This is like a single person or a couple living together apartment. So yeah, I put in a table and desk with a computer on it, and then as you see, I divided the Genkin, and this is me just like trying to reorient myself against the floor plan. And these windows here in the tea room with the kotatsu table, that's great, brilliant. That window that I put there in the living room gets removed because I originally did not have space for the balcony and the porch, I guess, for the first level. So I needed to move this lot over to the 30 by 20. That's because if I was going to do a second level, I needed a landing area for the set of stairs to go to so that they could actually walk around to the front, and then put another set of stairs on that, so it's big enough to get a landing so that the people can walk into the house, second level, but then it's also big enough to have another set of stairs that doesn't obscure that walking path for the sim to go up to the top of the roof, so like to the roof level, basically give them roof access. So here I am doing some decorations and stuff. When you download this lot, if you download this lot, please have bb.move objects on before you do this, because a lot of the decorations are put in with bb.move objects. And when I say a lot of the decorations, I mean the only decorations that I put in are with move objects. So the plants, like the tea room and the plants in the bedroom, are not move object, but the ones in the bathroom and in the living room, the paintings on the wall, are move object. So if you do download this, please have move objects on so that you get everything in its proper position. Otherwise, I left it pretty plain so that people can customize it however they want. So yeah, I just left it pretty basic. The floors and the walls are pretty basic. They use I know the walls use the one that came with the Snowy Escape pack, and I believe the flooring is base game, just a simple wood paneling. And then the stone for the Genkin, the what is it called, the landing for the second floor, and the balcony is base game as well. It's a base game tile, and the tile in the bathroom I believe is base game as well. So that's pretty fine. Basically, you're set if you got Snowy Escape, because you need base game to even have Snowy Escape. Anyways, a lot of this stuff is just me fixing to make sure things make sense in their level. So basically, those closets on the level of the Genkin are supposed to be where you'd put like your coats and stuff like that in there, but The Sims doesn't necessarily have that. They've got like the racks and the hangers and stuff, but I wanted it to be like an actual closed off area, so I just put a closet in there. That's where there's like 5 closets per floor, but they're basically just storage. So like the 2 in the tea room with the kotatsu table are for like where you'd put like the cushions and the cloth for the table, and like, I don't know, tea sets or whatever. But there is a tea table, not a tea table, like a actual like bureau sort of chest thing with like teas and stuff. It's an actual thing from the Snowy Escape pack. I can't remember what it's called, but it's that thing, that big old chest looking thing in the corner of the tea room with the kotatsu table in it. And here I'm going in, putting in some extra elements, like lived in elements. Like there's a rug under the dining room table, there's a rug next to the bathtub, a rug at the entrance, that rug by the entrance is actually a part of the floor plan. Like, that rug is supposed to be there. That's not an artistic choice of mine. That's a part of the floor plan. So that's there. And yeah, I've already forgotten what else comes next. Was this when I decided to start changing? No, this is when I did the tatami room. So tatami mats, like I said earlier, have a specific design, a specific layout that designates what room they're in, based on that design. So this room, like I said earlier, Sims mechanic does not translate well for real life. So I had to, this room is one wider than what it is in the floor plan. So I had to basically start repeating the pattern again to fill in the extra 1 square that's given for the Sims to be able to actually move around and get through that room. So I don't know if that's legal in tatami rules. I don't know if it's legal. So if anybody who knows tatami rules can tell me, I would be grateful to learn something new. Yeah. So I put in the floorboards and the tatami mats. And I think now I'm going to be doing swatches. So giving each apartment a theme. Unless I saved it first, moved it to the 30 by 20 and then did swatches. But I'm pretty sure I did swatches before I did that. So, oh no, I'm doing their shoe rack thing. Right? Yeah, this is where I looked at mirrors for some reason. Like, no matter how many times I do this, I still can't remember why I was looking at mirrors right now. I just don't remember why. I know I looked at them later on to put in the bathroom, but I just didn't. I don't know why I was looking at them now. So I cut most of that out because I looked at them for a while. And now we're back in and we're doing the walls. So I was originally going to use some base game walls, but then I was like, there has to be walls for this pack, right? There are those two. I'm using those two. So I'm using the one that has the single space divisions on the inside and on the corners of the outside of the house to give a little bit of faux support looking thing. And then I'm using the one that has no divisions, that's just straight connections in the middle, connecting those bits. You can see what I'm doing better than I can explain it. So yeah, I really like how they turned out. I love the wood tone. I didn't change the swatch. I just used the first swatch, and I think it fit pretty well. But obviously, if you're going for a darker theme, you can switch it out. I think there's a darker wood that you can switch it out for. And then here's where I'm doing the pictures from the pack. These pictures are really nice from the pack. Love them, honestly. I use these three and two. I use this one in different swatches, and the different swatches that it has for each apartment. I think there was enough for me to only have like a repeat twice, maybe, that fit with each color scheme of the apartment. So like I said, the apartments each have a color scheme. So there's a dark theme that's just the grays and blacks and whites, I think. And then there's the beige and tan theme, and then there's like one with the blue accent theme, and then there's another which I think is like a white accent or a white themed. So yeah, it's a whole bunch. I wanted to use that little cubby thing over in the bathroom, but then I realized that's tiny living. It's not base game or just or snowy escape. I completely forgot how to say the words just then. But that's the thing. That's what we're going for right there. And now I'm putting in some of the little decorations. So I did all of the decorations before I did the color swatches. I see what I've done. Okay, that's great. Okay, now it's time for me to do the craziest thing of all. This gave me so much trouble, the shoe racks, because for some reason, on this first apartment, I didn't have any trouble doing it. But on every other apartment, I had trouble doing it. So the second level, the level for the bathroom, the bedroom, oh my goodness, the walls for the bedroom, it's raised up one. So when I go to put the shoe racks against that wall, they're not gonna go onto the Genkin level. They're gonna go onto the bedroom level, which annoyed me. So I had to lower the bedroom and then raise it back up so that the shoes could stay down on the Genkin level. And this is where I started doing the swatches prematurely, because I believe that was done with basics and everything. So I'm doing them simultaneously. I don't know why. And then I went back to adding clutter. So these books, I think I replaced these books. No, I think I left these books for this apartment, but for every other one I think I changed it up, or I didn't put any at all. I don't know, it depends. I can't remember at this rate. But yeah, now, and then I realized they needed a door to get into the Genkin, and then I completely forgot that they needed doors to get into the bathroom, so I didn't put those on yet. I think it was until like afterwards I put them on. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's the thing. Now we're going with plants to plant a plant. Oh my goodness, words are so hard today. Going for a plant to put next to that closet in the bedroom. I just used the same one in a different swatch on the other side, and then I went back into do the curtains, which get completely pulled off and changed to something else. These curtains and this wall, like I said, these windows here get removed and turned into a sliding door because they get access to a balcony and a patio kind of bit. So those to basically complete the floor plan to my greatest ability. But these curtains, oh my goodness, these curtains, they gave me so much trouble. It was ridiculous how much trouble they gave me. So I eventually just said, okay, these are not worth the trouble. I'm gonna get rid of them and use something else. And thankfully I found these sort of shutters. So I call them pulley shutters from Snowy Escape. They had some and I just used those. I didn't know. I found the small version of them, but I didn't realize that there was a bigger version of them that could cover up 2 wide windows. So yeah, we have moved to the 30 by 20 lot over in Senbamachi, and here I am putting the stairs in for the upper level with the landing deck place. The first rendition of the stairs gets totally changed because it didn't make any sense. Like, the Sims couldn't get to the second level. The stairs wouldn't allow them to because they directly connected to each other. So yeah, that's a thing. Then I went ahead in and did the layout for the second level. I did the first on the left. Oh my goodness, left and right? Yeah, on the left, by completely deleting the ceiling of the previous floor and then just drawing the walls on top of the walls from down there and then adding back in the ceiling. And then I just used that with the grid up top to mirror it on the other side. And so yeah, I skipped out recording the landing and the stairs because I spent way too long on those. And then I believe I also skipped out on decorating the second floors because it was literally the exact same thing, just in a different color scheme for the build. So we can just chill and relax and wait until we get to the roof access, because I believe I've recorded all of that. Yeah, here's me fiddling with the curtains again. And I think this was when I was trying to figure out, why are the curtains on the right side peeking through the floor, but on the left side they're not? So the answer to that question is, the left side, I had already raised the rooms up by 1 so the curtains weren't peeking out anymore, but I hadn't done that yet on the right side. So it wasn't until I was going to do the Genkin, I believe, that I realized that I hadn't raised anything up 1. No, I realized it right after. Okay, great. Brilliant. Beautiful for me. So, yeah. So I just went back and forth and just got the basic items from each room and put them in their place. The bathroom on the right side is actually done wrong. I have the toilet sharing the same wall with the hallway. It's not supposed to. Instead of mirroring the bathroom, I copied it, that specific area, I copied it, and I didn't realize until afterwards not afterwards. I didn't realize until like I was looking at them trying to figure out what was wrong, because I could sense there was something wrong, but I just couldn't tell what it was. So I had to take a minute to just like really stop and look, basically. So yeah, the second level is done, and here I am fixing the stairs so that they have actual access to the roof. I had to pull the balcony, the landing out one, to give them more room, so that there was a one space block between each of the set of stairs, so that there was actual space for the sim to go through. And this works. I play tested it. We're gonna see the open house bit soon, I think, after I've done the roof access. And I did go in and change the thing. The roof gave me a bit of trouble trying to figure out how the actual stairs meets that level. Was probably like the bane of my existence. I just couldn't figure it out for the life of me. Like, I wanted to put a fence gate. I wanted the roof to be half walls, and half walls and fence gates don't work, apparently. I did not know this, but they don't work. So I couldn't put half walls there to then put a gate by the stairs. So this gate and stairs cannot share the same block, cannot share the same square. So I had to change everything out to fences. I changed everything out to fences, and then pushed the entrance one block forward so that there was space for landing off of the stairs, and then the gate, the entryway to the roof. I originally tried using a room to figure out my issue, and it was that room that gave me the what I needed to see, basically, to understand that I need a space for the stairs to land, and then I can just change everything else out. And here I accidentally rose this left apartment set up one. I didn't realize until afterwards that I had done it, but I did lower it back down. So here I finally figured out, hey, let me just use fences and put the fence gate there. It looks really nice. It looks really nice. So I don't know why I didn't just do this from the beginning. And then I just repeated it onto the other side with no errors this time, because I did all of my testing on the left one. So now for the roof, I'm doing some vents. I put those vents on the right side on the wrong side. They're supposed to be on the outer edges, on the outer corner. But I do fix that when I go in to put in the plant pots and stuff. I was originally gonna use these benches with the full piece of fabric along the bench, but then I realized that looks a bit too hot. So I'm just gonna put the ones with the cushions. I use the rendition with the cushions, and then I finally realized, hey, this is a bit too high, and it's because I raised it up one. I put it on a foundation. And then as I was looking at the second level, I realized this window in the bedroom does not have curtains on it, so I need to fix that. And I went down to fix it, but then I realized I don't know what curtain to use for them, because curtains are the bane of my existence, apparently. So I just ignored that for now and then went back to do the mirrored roof access areas. So they've got 2 benches with 3 parasols each, parasol on either end and 1 in the middle to make sure that there's optimal shade for these benches, and then they're all patterned in the design. I guess I couldn't come up with the feasible pattern, so I just did a repeating one. And then I put in plants and some planter boxes so that people who live in these apartments have like an area to garden if they want to, and a place to hang out with family and friends and stuff up on the roof. And I don't think I show it in, I don't think I actually recorded me doing it, but I did a little connection roof in between these 2 apartments, so that right in the middle there was actually like a walkway with like some vending machines and a grill area, so that and a bench seating area, so that the tenants of this apartment have like a place to have cookouts or whatever, and there's just vending machines for convenience sake down at the bottom by the entrance under a covered area. I also put like little flower pots on the tables themselves, just like right in the center, so there's some mode of interest to them. And I put these bushes along the edges just for a pop of green. And I believe, I don't think I recorded this either, but I used the same brick, like I said earlier, I used the same brick as the gankans for the balconies and the roof access area. For the flooring, I mean. Now here we are with the open house. My mic messed up when I originally recorded this, so I just sped it up and I'm doing this voiceover for it. So this is just me playtesting, making sure that the sim can get into the house perfectly fine and that I actually did the right level for them to go, and he can walk in and sit down at the katatsu table. And this is when I realized that I didn't put a door in to, no, this is when I thought that my the shower and the table were too close to the bathtub, so he couldn't get in. Turns out I just missed the door from the sink area into the shower area. So I did all of this rearranging only to undo it later on when I realized it wasn't because he didn't have access to the bathtub, it was because he didn't have access to the entire room as a whole. So yeah, I fixed that issue, and I did not replicate it for the other ones just yet. I was using this single floor as my playtest because all of the floors are exactly the same. So if one of these works and it's the exact same on all of the other 3, then all of them work. It's perfectly fine. So I just went in and redid all of that again. I made sure that he was able to get into the bathroom pretty fine. And I also realized that I didn't put that shower caddy and the robe in any of the other bathrooms. So I did that. And you can see over in like just in the edge of the peripherals, the curtains on the windows. So there's one in the bathroom, not the bathroom, the bedroom. That's just one of the solid ones. I believe that's a base game one. And then I used the Snowy Escape ones for the windows in the tea room. So here I'm testing all the way up to the roof access. You can get there, and down below, right there in the middle, you can see the what is it called? The little area that I was talking about earlier. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Comment what you want to see next, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!